Full party kill.
So go ahead and roll up new characters.
Oh, no.
Hi, chat.
Damn it.
Nice.
Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
Welcome to the Roo Croo's first ever Pathfinder 2nd Edition stream. I will be leading these nerds through a homebrew setting of my own design. And they all decided that y'all get to watch while that happens. So,
Yeah, see,
a couple of
fun.
points of order.
Probably
chat.
a terrible idea, but we're gonna do it anyway.
A lot of us, a lot of us are a little unfamiliar with Pathfinder, so it'll be silly.
Yeah. So a couple of points of order, chat, that are slightly different from our other streams. Obviously, we are all attempting to weave a narrative together, so my players will probably not be as attentive to the chat as they otherwise would be.
Not that
So
we
please
usually are
respect
that
that,
attentive
but-
to the chat, but you know.
Mhm.
You make attempts, and at this point, obviously, you're going to be a little more focused on the story and the game than normal. So
Also, the chili I
there is
have
also
simmering on my stove. But...
there's that too. There's also the point that as my players have decided to do this to attempt to entertain you all, there may come a point where they decide that they no longer wish to run these streams, and we may stop doing them. Do try to respect my players if that comes to pass at any point, but for the time being, everyone is in agreement that we want to run this as something that you all get to watch us do. So,
We're giving it a try.
My players, are you ready?
No.
Wait, can I give just one quick thank you to Drakon for the gift subs and a thank you to Fingers for the raid?
Yay!
Oh, I just noticed that Miller's the only one actually showing his character.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
the only
posted
one that
there.
got prepared apparently, and got clothes
You say,
on.
as I made several pictures of my character. I just haven't gotten around to the animation.
Yeah, there may be new couch tubers in the coming weeks. Well,
Yeah, let me get back to you on that one.
You sure, Jonas?
Jonas, don't overextend yourself.
There
Anyway.
are countless witnesses to that.
We are going to
Think
go
carefully.
ahead and, go ahead and begin. So,
Sure.
our story begins in the ember markets of Orbis. Luram is a great city settled on a man-made floating island in a desert of salt white sand that shifts like water. Through the machinations of powerful wizardry, some sand has been stabilized and allowed a great metropolis to be built. We begin on the outer city, in the Ember Market, where your characters find themselves at various points of their day. We're going to go ahead and just kind of go in order. Aloysius. Jonas, would you kindly describe your character and what are you doing in the Ember Market this afternoon?
Well, my character is a dumpy little wizard for hire. He does any and all odd jobs that involve magic. And today he is sitting around in his really cheap little stall waiting for work. No one seems to be taking any notice. He's trying really hard, but nobody seems to want to hire a magician today.
Unfortunate. Really hoping to get some work to earn a bit of coin for your daily bread, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. It would be nice.
Okay. So, Aloysius is kind of waiting around in the Ember Market for work. Kenji, Rick, if you would care to describe your character and what you are doing in the Ember Market this afternoon.
Well, I'm a kitsune rogue wearing my very inconspicuous ninja outfit. But I am standing up atop one of the buildings, just observing everything. I do not currently have a mission from my liege lord, but / owner. But that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna lay around. I have to practice my skills, like tracking and seeing if I can get close to my targets without being noticed. So currently I'm just sitting atop one of the nearby buildings, looking down over the marketplace, waiting for something to happen, perhaps.
All right. You find yourself observing the Ember Market, the comings and goings of all the people as they mill about their day. Nimki, Tyroi, would you like to describe your character and what you are doing in the Ember Market this afternoon?
Yeah. He's a little guy, dressed in browns and greens. The city doesn't seem to suit him, but he's found a comfy little place, a dark building where the sick and injured come, and he spends his time there quietly helping people. This is one of the fewer places in the city where he feels a little hidden, a little out of sight, and he likes that. He earns his coin here, and needs that because he is far from home, and needs to eat.
Indeed. You find yourself in the Ember Market, also kind of looking for work of sorts. Less as Aloysius is trying and more just attempting to find people who might need your help. Thelgar. Mark, if you would be so kind as to describe your character and what is Thelgar doing in the Ember Market this afternoon?
I would say Telgar is probably getting her ass drunk in some nearby tavern. Thelgar is a
Absolutely
Colo.
valid.
Yeah, Telgar is like a Colo barbarian. Colo is like Pathfinder's version of Null, so she's like a hyena lady.
Hyena lady.
She hyena lady. I'm posting a picture of her in the chat.
Gonna get some mileage out of that one.
Exactly.
Yeah, so she comes from really far. I'm not sure if I should specify how far right now, but
you don't have to.
Okay, suffice to say, really far. She used to lead a pack of, like a Colo tribe. She was their strongest warrior and their chief. She was respected from for her might and her tactical knowledge. Together with her tribe, they managed some great feats like encountering surviving an encounter with a dragon, and even so much as claiming their eggs. But because of that, the dragon retaliated by coming back and raising her village to ashes, except for her. So having lost everything, she sought help from the neighboring tribes, but since the other tribes deemed her the cause of the dragon's fury, they refused to help her. So she wandered away as far as she could, looking for help or clues on the dragon's whereabouts, and that eventually led her to be in Lurem.
Indeed. So you find yourself doing a little bit of day drinking, trying to drown out these old memories. Tikikiri Miller, why don't you go ahead and describe your character and what are you doing in the Ember Market this afternoon?
Mm-hmm. I am a Tengu kineticist. I spent some of my youth and young adulthood as a mountain keeper monk ascetic, where I became attuned to the metals in the mines of the mountain that the monks managed. And I found my kineticist abilities by tuning and sensing and feeling through the metal around me until I found a way to connect to the plane of metal itself. Here in the market, I'm in between sort of mining expedition jobs that I do, they sort of leave me paycheck to paycheck. I'm not really making any money outside of being able to just survive during those expeditions. I'm currently in between those jobs, and I'm walking around the market trying to find a cheap place to get a night's rest, a cheap meal, and occasionally when I come across a stall that seems to have somebody a little foolhardy, I try to conjure a bit of shoddy metal, sell it to them, and get away before it disappears in their hands.
Doing a little bit of attempting to do a little bit of con work between jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And so, for your various reasons, you all find yourselves staked out in various parts of the Ember Market. The Ember Market of Eastgate, so named for the multicolored flames that signal the entrances to various shops, mostly comes alive at night, but even today, on a cloudy afternoon, the glow of the multicolored lanterns lends a festive air to the market. However, not everything is well in town. Lately, curiously, minor elemental spirits known as scamps have been manifesting more frequently. Spontaneous manifestation of these minor elementals, these scamps, is not unheard of, not even all that uncommon, but the degree to which they have been conjuring lately has been significantly accelerated. And while one or two scams is at most a minor nuisance, many can prove dangerous. So, let's just go in order again. Aloysius,
Yeah, what do you want?
how have the scamps been kind of affecting your day?
So these things are like little elemental critters.
Yeah, here, if I do this properly, if I open this and show to players.
Wow.
So there should be a little, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I can see it.
So that's kind of what these
Oh,
little guys look like.
little stalkers.
They're little bat-like creatures made of raw elemental matter. And as I said, one or two is generally not so much of an issue. It's when they get into the numbers that they have been manifesting that they can become problematic. In fact, Aloysius, I would like you to roll a recall knowledge check on these. As these are elemental spirits, you may use Arcana or Nature for them.
Okay, how do I do that?
So go ahead and go into your proficiencies tab and click on the die next to whichever skill you care to use to recall knowledge. So in this case, it would be Arcana or Nature.
Okay, proficiencies. Let's do nature.
Nature would be a bit easier, but if your Arcana is better, then
Okay.
okay.
Not too bad.
Let me see. So that's a 12. You don't know a lot about scamps in particular. They're not an especially interesting topic of study. You mostly know that they're being a nuisance.
Yeah.
And in particular, with how many they are, you feel like they may be at least part of the cause of why nobody's coming to hire you, because there's a lot of them flitting about and interrupting people as they're trying to go through the market day.
It sure would be nice if someone, not me, took care of these things. Bad for business.
How about you, Kenji? You've probably, from your vantage point, got a couple of air scamps flitting about you, bothering you as you
I'm mostly
overlook
annoyed
the-
that they seem to be clearing out the market in their numbers. Like, I can't really focus on anybody when these things are bothering me and everybody around there.
How about you, Nimki?
I think the noise would bother from outside, but also it's like if they're hurting anybody, would want to notice. So I think he would either look out the window or go sneaking around to watch, see if anyone gets hurt.
In Thelgar, there are a few of these little things that have manifested in the bar you find yourself in and are harassing patrons as well.
I find myself wondering if those things are actually creations of my mind because I have my ass really drunk by now, so I can't tell for sure if they're real or just like my imagination playing tricks on me. But because some of them might be directly pestering me, I swing my bone greatsword and probably hitting, like tables and chairs and just destroying things around me.
Oh yeah,
Probably
and,
right now I'm being a bigger menace than the scamps themselves.
Funny.
and that's absolutely going to get you kicked out. Tiki Kitty, how about you? How are these guys affecting you as you go about trying to find work?
It's definitely anytime I try to do my little deception trick and I pull some material out of the plane of metal, all of a sudden there's like 3 metal scamps like nibbling at it in my hand, and I'm like trying to get them away or something. I would like to make a nature check to try and understand what these are, why they're here.
Okay. All right, that is a 14.
Oh,
It's also
that's right.
not quite enough to know specifically about these little creatures.
Okay.
You do
Sure, I'm trained in
recognize them
nature,
as
too.
elemental spirits, but
I give it a shot. Let's see.
yeah, if you want to roll Nature or Arcana. A 16. That is enough to know a bit about scamps. So, scamps themselves, they're bat-like creatures marked by elemental powers. They're typically dispatched from the elemental planes by more powerful residents or called to the universe by neophyte summoners. However, spontaneous manifestation in areas of magical instability is also not all that uncommon. All scamps have a hint of magical power due to a lingering connection to their home plane, which they largely use to pull simple pranks. Scamps readily form a pecking order of cleverness. Humanoids often confuse scamps when meeting such creatures for the first time. These confused scamps usually resort to an escalating series of pranks and mischief, seeing what they can get away with to establish their place in this hierarchy.
Oh, so it becomes important to show them their place.
Yes, that's kind of why there's so much trouble going on right now, because there's so many more scams than usual, and they're pulling like more serious pranks as time goes on, because people just cannot get rid of all of them.
Hmm.
Oh, that term.
Knowing that, would be a reason to find other friends to try and
And
do just that.
You're probably in the same bar that Thalgar has found herself getting kicked out of, honestly. She definitely seems like a capable sort.
Right?
She is big and strong and has a big sword. But you do find her getting kicked out.
Right.
As in her drunken stupor, she has started wrecking the place.
Hey, mind those guys. That doesn't matter. Well, that rambunctious mood of yours could be put to use, though. I think we could find something fun to do together. It's for
What
you,
do you
Mark.
mean by what do you mean by something fun?
Well, from what I know about these little guys, they're just going to get worse if nobody deals with them. And, maybe some of the townspeople around us might appreciate a little help,
What are you talking about, little rat? Are you telling me these things are real?
You're not the only one seeing them.
I'm pretty sure they were just my mind playing tricks on me.
Well, how would you feel about landing your weapon into something like that?
I don't know. I'm too drunk to actually hit anything right now, but I suppose I could try.
We're gonna go ahead and pull you over to a map for no particular reason. So, Nimki and Thelgar are going to be over here by the by what is effectively a bar.
Can't we see a
excuse
map
me,
yet?
Jam. Yeah,
Nope,
it's
you will
black.
not until I add your tokens. Give me a
Oh,
moment.
okay.
Why is this not working?
Kenji, you find yourself kind of forced to the ground as these scamps damn it, why did Nimki's token not...
I'm just using
Oh, yeah.
simple magic to keep them out of my stall, and beyond that, I don't even care. Just as long as they're not actually on or in any of my stuff.
You're just grump mode.
Yeah, basically, it's like push them a few feet away. Okay, good. Then they come back, push them a few more feet away. Okay, good.
That is odd. My mouse had the
Let
little
me
round portrait.
hop back over here really quick and see if I can... Appearance, I'm going to assign that token. Let me...
Geary says, "What racket is Rick?"
There it goes.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say, there is a picture of a mouse lying next to me.
I'm not dead yet. I don't want to be.
All right.
I've had worse.
Yeah.
Alish, I think the scamps are starting to overwhelm you a bit, and you have to, like, pack up shop and get moving.
This is becoming an actual problem. I pack up my my sad little stall. All right.
And
Little grumple.
here, I'm gonna actually...
I just head over to the tavern.
As you're on your way to the tavern, and Kenji, as I mentioned, the scamps are getting obnoxious and honestly kind of dangerous. Even with your acrobatics, you still find that it's probably safer to do your scouting, sneaking, and observing from ground level rather than up on top of a roof for the moment.
What's this place coming to?
Like, normally I wouldn't normally care about this sort of thing, but this is starting to become an issue, and I don't even know if I can get back to my hideout at this point.
And,
Alright, big lady.
As you are all kind of congregating, a few scamps manifest in the area around you.
It never ends.
I'm going to need everybody to select your tokens and roll for initiative.
He said the thing.
Do we roll for initiative regular, or...
Right now, it would just be your perception.
Okay.
In other situations, there will be times where you can use your other skill checks, but for right now, it is just perception. All right. To Tiki Kiri Miller, you seem to have rolled a regular perception check, but that's okay. If you scroll up to your perception check, there's a button right next to your roll that looks like 2 cross swords. That will set them as your initiative. Yes.
Cool.
There is a separate button for rolling your initiative rather than just your skill checks.
I saw the word perception. I'm like, yep, that's the button for initiative, and didn't look down at the button that says initiative.
That's fair.
I roll like
first,
a terrible initiative, but I'm too drunk, so I guess that tracks.
You are very drunk. Up first is Aloysius. Let me go ahead and toggle the visibility on these guys so you know where they show up.
Great.
These little things are definitely becoming a nuisance, and this particular batch, with how they have been going for the day, seem like they're a little more aggressive than the other ones that you've been dealing with.
Someone's got to deal with it.
Bystanders at this point are kind of hurrying to get away just because of how obnoxious these little things have become throughout the course of the day.
Okay. Here we go.
So you are up first, and you see 4 scamps of different elements have manifested around you.
Right. I see one in the hallway. I see one over in the corner there, and then 2 over by the wall. Let's see. I guess we'll start with the one closest to me. Target. How do I target? Oh,
Hover
there.
over one of the scamps and hit the T button on your keyboard to target them.
Okay. Shit. Hang on. I had to reload.
Yeah, you're good, hun.
Good. We'll be learning a little bit.
Yeah.
There will
they
be a
said-
period of adjustment as you get used to this again.
Right.
Yeah.
We did this before, but like it all fell out of my brain.
It was weeks ago.
It's been a couple months since we run one of our one-shots, so...
All right, so hover over there, target, push T.
Yep.
4
4 little crosshair pointers should be like right around the token that you have targeted.
Oh,
Yep, there
okay.
you go.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
so thank you, Mr. Fox. That helps. C will open your character sheet, the C key,
Okay.
and P is party. Neat.
Yeah, there are a lot of little keyboard shortcuts that you'll get used to.
All right, let's do some magic.
All right. You take note of this fire scamp up by the entrance to the tavern that you were heading to.
That's the one that I've targeted, right? Yeah.
Yes, that is the one that you currently have targeted.
All right. What do I have that can? So I just go ahead and click the one I want to cast, right?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
click cast and
Imagine a grumpy cat wizard fumbling through his big
Let's
spell
have
book.
this little guy make a fortitude save as you throw out a bunch of grim tendrils. Describe how this looks.
Tendrils of darkness curl out from my fingertips and race. I'm reading from the description.
How does it
deal-
look when Aloysius casts it? Also, that is a failure on this guy's part, so he's going to take full damage.
He sticks out his fingers, wiggles them a bit for dramatic effect, and then just shoots the there's expectations. You have to play to the crowd.
The finger wiggling is not part of the semantic component.
He thinks of something dramatic to say and just settles on die, you little turd.
Die, monster. Right. You don't belong in this world.
Go ahead and roll damage. It's that button in the spell in chat.
Oh, right.
5 damage.
5. Okay.
It does take some 5 damage, and it begins to bleed. Its fiery essence out of its body.
Mm.
Is actually
Tell if
immune
that's
to
good or
bleed, so it
bad.
doesn't do that, but
Oh, thank you.
yeah, you're
I
welcome.
did it on accident.
You have one remaining action, Aloysius. What would you like to use it
let's
for?
see. That is a good question. What can I do? What can I do? Unarmed attack seems like a bad idea.
You wouldn't be able to
Well,
reach with an unarmed attack with where you are right now.
Right.
That said, you could potentially use Hand of the Apprentice to throw your melee weapon at this thing.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I can break out the frying pan. So okay, so that's spellcasting, Hand of the Apprentice. Just cast.
Yep, hit cast,
Okay.
and then roll an attack. Because you did not attack it already, this is not made at any map.
Um.
That is multiple attack penalty for those of you who are curious. Since your last spell was a save, there is no map on this.
Right. So just roll.
Yep, just roll an attack. See how well you do.
13.
13
Plus
is a solid hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, so you're going to go ahead and roll your frying pan damage. Whoops. Identify item. That was not what I wanted to do. In your actions, click the damage on your frying pan and change damage bonus from strength to intelligence.
Actions.
Alder types, wapang.
Wait, sorry. Say it again. Okay, so actions,
Oh, you
frying
cannot
pan.
change it. Under your actions, your frying pan, there's a button that says damage.
Okay.
Turn off your strength attribute and add +4 for your intelligence attribute.
Turn off strength. Add +4. Intelligence. What do I do that? I turned off strength. You said
Yep. So, modifier, label, type in intelligence there, then add
right.
4 to the box under that, and change the type to attribute. And then that would be also bludgeoning damage, because this is a bludgeoning weapon.
Right.
Then hit add, and then roll damage.
Bludgeoning.
Isaac is curious if the frying pan has your magic wand core in it or something.
No, it's just a frying
Alright.
pan.
It's just a frying pan.
You smack this little fire scamp upside the head with your frying pan, which then flies back into your hand.
Do you say anything when the frying pan hits him?
Yeah. You did this thing. You're going to be paying for it. That's what I say.
Let me.
Come on, get fried is right there.
Yeah.
Striking and base.
No. I say, there's a good chance you're going to be breakfast. There.
Okay.
That's bad.
That is your turn, however. Nimki, we are up to you, my friend. You have 3 actions, and there's an injured fire scamp right next to you that does not look very pleased.
3 shiny actions. So I'm gonna assume I left the building with my weapons in my hands because we knew this was, or my paws because I knew this was coming, right? So
Potentially. You knew that these little things were being a nuisance, and you might have had your weapons ready to be ready to deal with them if it was necessary. So yes, you can have had your weapons out if you care to.
Keith's got a kind of a shaky voice and squeaks like, hey, big lady, over here, and immediately skitters around to the other side of the thing, and immediately lunges forward to bite it. Let's see.
Wait, you're gonna bite it?
I'm gonna bite it. It's got it's got a nasty little square teeth. There we go.
A 21 is a solid hit on the fire scamp.
Yeah.
Don't forget to target. It will show whether
the
result is a success or failure or what sort.
Okay.
But yeah, that is a hit. So
do it. Nibble, nibble. That!
A little nibble indeed.
Nom nom nom.
I need to check on something.
I like that the damage feels appropriate, though.
Okay. It is just a
taste-
little nibble as you kind of singe your mouth a little bit. Like
Hmm.
biting
Is that
into
a
something
good excuse
really
of a
hot.
bite?
It's
I
like
shall
biting
have to
into
properly
something
teach you.
really hot.
The adrenaline. I'm fine. And then I'm gonna raise shield.
Nope. No, it should have done that. Yep, you run around it, you bite into it, and then you get your shield ready for retaliation just in case.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Alright, it is the Water Scamp's turn. Water Scamp has manifested in the fountain nearby.
These things come in so many different flavors. How delightful.
It's going to kind of fly over, or rather, it swims over here to the edge of the fountain. Does not seem all that interested in leaving yon fountain. And it doesn't need to. As it breathes
You bastard.
a pool of a breeze of spray of a cloud of acid in Tiki Kiri's direction. Tiki, I would like you to click on that reflex save prompt in the acid breath ability. That is a solid success, so you avoid the worst of this. You will take half damage, which is not too bad.
So I click half now, or I click damage?
Click half.
Okay.
There you go. And the water scamp is now
It burns!
on the edge of the fountain, having exposed you to an unpleasant acid bit. All right. It is the fire scamp's turn. It is currently in contact with fire, so it does regenerate slightly.
Interesting.
Aloysius, you were the one who did the most to it, so it flits in this general direction towards the brazier on the other side of the doors.
Oh, you want some more?
And it's going to breathe fire at you, so I need you to click on that reflex save. So in the flame breath ability, there should be a prompt that says reflex save.
Let's see. I see the flame breath. Oh, basic reflex save. Okay. Roll 5 plus 5.
A natural one, which brings us
Holy
to
shit! That's our first critical failure.
which brings us to Pathfinder's meta currency. So it's been a minute since any of you have had this, and many people in chat are probably not familiar. Pathfinder uses a type of meta currency called hero points. Every character starts each session with a single hero point, and I can distribute more as we play based on actions you take. If I find them particularly interesting, creative, or heroic, I will award hero points. You may use them to reroll a die if you are so inclined, or if you find yourself ever dying, you may spend all of your hero points to immediately stabilize. Those are the two basic functions of hero points, though: to reroll a d20 roll and to not die.
I'm assuming this is a moment where I really want to be doing this.
You may wish to, because you will take double of 2d4, which is not a lot, but you will also take 1d4 persistent fire damage. And you, as a wizard, do not have a lot of health, my friend.
I got 9 lives, but I'm not ready to give any of them up just yet. So do I just click on the point thingy and
if you right click your roll in chat, there's an option to re-roll using a hero point,
oh, okay.
which will automatically expend your hero point from your sheet.
Reroll using a hero point. Come on, big money.
You went from a natural
20.
1 to the exact opposite end of the spectrum with a natural 20.
Okay, that
You
That was
failed
something.
so hard that you accidentally did it perfectly.
Exactly.
task fails
Love-
successfully.
Yeah,
Feels so
failing up.
fitting.
You got scared by
Feels so
it, you
fitting.
fainted, fell flat on your back, and the cone went over you. It
Right.
didn't touch you at all.
Nice.
All right. Well, that happened.
Sure did.
Kenji, it is your turn. These scamps are becoming a bit of a problem, and it looks like some people in the square are trying to deal with them.
Okay, to pull up that. What are the specific rules about tumble through?
So, tumble through the action. You can tumble through as a part of a move action.
Okay.
So you can move and tumble through as part of the same thing. You roll an acrobatics check against your target's reflex DC, and if you succeed, you can move through their square as if it were difficult terrain.
Okay, I think this one here is the Earth Scamp. Probably don't want to try that
that
against
is-
the Air Scamp.
That is a rocky looking little dude, kind of wiggling about on the ground over there.
So the one south of me looks to be airy.
Yeah, it looks like it's made of clouds.
Okay, so
Interesting. I can't even see over there at all.
No, you can't. Your vision is blocked, according to the wall you are standing next to.
are we
Yeah.
assuming that I can have drawn my weapon, or do I need to draw my weapon?
No, you were probably getting annoyed by these things and may have drawn your weapons just because you wanted to deal with them as well.
Needing weapons. I say that as I have to take an action to turn my magic on.
Okay, I need to move.
So you'll have to go around the corner because otherwise you'll be moving through the wall.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that would be 5, would put me on top of it.
Correct. If you wanted to try and tumble through, you'd have to use 2 move actions to get to the other side.
Well, I might as well. I don't have other stuff to do. Okay.
Fair enough. And you do have tumble behind, which is handy for you.
Yeah. Okay. So then
So
I
if you
roll.
yep.
Under proficiencies, roll acrobatics.
Yar. A 23 is almost a critical success against this very ponderous earth scamp.
So that movement action that brings me behind it.
Yep. And it is off guard to you as part of your tumble behind ability.
Then we are making an attack with my Wakizashi.
Do you remember to target?
Oh.
So it will inform you whether or not that is a success or a critical. That is a critical success as you jam your Wakizashi into the back of this stony little bastard.
Okay.
So on your character sheet, if you've got... yeah, surprise attack, sneak attack. It should automatically apply sneak attack damage because the scamp is off guard. So roll critical damage.
Let me make sure I have it selected. How do I know I have it selected?
Little crosshair reticles will appear at the corners, and your color that you have set up as your player configuration will show up as a dot above it. So
select target. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, you can also use that particular thingy. But yeah, go ahead and roll your critical sneak attack against this poor
Base
level
damage,
1
sneak
scamp.
attack, dexterity.
Okay.
Oh my god, the rogue is rolling 1 billion dice at level 1? Who would have thought?
It's 2
As I
dice.
do. Deadly. Did you just roll your normal damage? Yes, you did. Your Wakizashi possesses the deadly trait, which changes the D4 to a D8 when you get a critical, so you will need to roll critical damage, not normal damage. It's the button that says critical. Very nice.
Will do.
You jam your Wakizashi into the back of this little thing, and almost completely tear it apart.
Yeah, that's
It's a
my
flesh wound.
Yeah, that's my 3 actions then.
Yep, that is your 3 actions. It is now the Earth Scamp's turn. The Earth Scamp is not currently underground, so does not get that fast healing. Earth Scamp, what do? Oh, yeah, alright. First thing first, it's going to try and trip you.
Rude.
Oof. Normally that would be against your reflex DC, but that was a natural 20 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, you're prone. Which is that. You're also going to take a d6 of bludgeoning damage as you crash into the ground.
What is that die?
Cool.
For its second action, it's going to burrow and get away from you. And going to move over this way, which is its maximum movement. Lastly, it is the Air Scamp's turn, which would get fast healing, but it doesn't need it because it's not hurt. Sorry, Tikikiri, you just happen to be the closest individual, as this one also breathes in your general direction at the same time as the other one.
Oh, bitch. God damn it!
Oh!
That is a fail. So, you're going to take full damage of the Sirocco breath.
And I'm pushed back 10 feet?
You are also pushed back 10 feet.
This saves me in action.
As you're now kind of right next to the water scamp as it peers out over the edge of the fountain directly at you. Hey, Thelgar. Combat is happening.
All right. I think I'll begin by facing the fire scamp, and I will demoralize it using my intimidating glare feat. So I can do that just by a glare.
Yes, you can. Which is good because they can't understand you otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some stuff regardless, but I think like eye contact will do the job before my words can come out. So,
Yes.
let me see. How do I do that? Actually, though.
So, did you add the basic action macros to your hotbar?
Let me see. To my hotbar, I'm afraid not. Let me see.
Okay, that's fine. Just go into your... we can do that later. For right now, go into your proficiencies tab on Thelgar and roll an intimidation check. I'll compare it to this creature's will DC.
Okay, cool. A normal roll, right?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Ooh.
A 23 is a success as you kind of frighten this little scamp.
All right.
So he's
And
scared.
she says, "You fucking poor excuse of a ghost. I've scared of dragons. You are nothing to me." And then she will move and attempt to bite it using the crunch feat. That makes me use a 1d8 person damage instead of a 1d6, and against the grapple trait.
That means that you can use it to grapple an enemy
Yeah.
if your hands are otherwise full.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
Um,
target the creature and roll an attack with your crunch.
Okay, so in that case, I will use the strike with jaws, right?
Yep.
Is that considering the crunch trait? Like, is it gonna roll like a 1d8?
It's already got it built in. You should be good.
Okay. Okay.
Make sure to
Let's see
target
then.
the scamp before you roll. Oop.
Mm.
A
Not a very good roll.
13 does not hit the fire scamp, unfortunately. As you attempt to bite into it, it just kind of dives a little bit into the embers in the brazier outside the tavern, and you not wanting to bite into said embers, do not follow it.
Oh. How many action points do I have right now?
You intimidated and you bit, so you have one further action that you can take. Did
Uh,
you?
I can.
He
Did
stepped.
you rage? You
Not
did
yet.
step. Okay, so
Oh wait, I
yeah.
did that. I think I did that automatically, right? Like when I roll initiative. Isn't that how it works?
Yes, he's got fast rage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, so
Okay, so I
yeah,
can.
you have quick
I can.
temper, so yeah, you
Yeah, so I can
stepped,
strike
you
it with-
intimidated, and you bit. So yeah, that's your 3 actions.
Oh, okay.
Tikikiri, bringing up the rear, my slow metal friend.
Well, I saw that fire scamp go into the brazier, and like he was getting real hurt, and then in the fire he was not so hurt. So I'm gonna put 2 to 2 together, and I'm gonna start by if I can click on this freaking water scamp that's next to me. Okay, it's not letting me select it. Why not?
That's weird.
I
You should
have
be able to.
select
There's no wall there. You should be good.
Did you
Well,
press
select
the
target.
target? Did you press the target button in the top corner?
I had it be select targets, not select tokens. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Select targets, and I'm going to do a reposition.
Okay. You're gonna pull the water scamp out of the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag it out of the water.
That
Fucking
does
rolling
not
awfully.
beat the water scamp's fortitude DC. As you
No,
attempt
it does
to
not.
grab it and pull it out of the water, it just kind of dives a bit below the surface out of your grasp.
I like the idea.
That was
Right.
that was very
So, hey,
good
Boxer.
of you to notice that they are regenerating, though, as long as they're in their element.
Mm-hmm. All right, then time for me to do my thing. I channel my elements and turn on my aura.
What does that
as
look
part
like
of that, I get
as
to...
you do that?
So as I do that, hold on, I need to do the thing. There we go. Little metal feathers and shards of metal start floating around me, and the brass piping that is lining my quilted suit begins to float very slightly.
Indeed. All right. As part of channel elements, you may use a stance or a one-action blast. As you don't have any stances, you get a blast.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna melee blast this one that's right next to me. So that's gonna be a 1 map.
Yep.
I'm continuing to roll real bad right now.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
you have one further action. However,
And I'm going to use Metal Carapace.
you
So I coat my body in metal. I give myself a little metal shield. But I don't have another action to raise it with, so that's
nope,
it.
but you do have the shield ready. Aloysius.
Oh.
It's
Hear me?
yeah, it's your turn.
Hello.
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
Hi there. You know what? That fire guy is sitting in the brazier, right? And that's regenerating him.
Yeah, as long as it's touching fire, it is regenerating.
Let's get that thing out of there. I'm going to try telekinetic hand. I'm going to push it. That's how it works, right?
So pop telekinetic hand into the chat, and we'll take a look at what it is capable of.
You mean, how do I do that?
Just click on the icon for telekinetic hand, and that'll display the spell.
Range 30 feet, heart.
Create a floating
Target
magical
one.
hand, either invisible or ghost-like, that grasps the target object and levitates it slowly. So
Target
this is
one unattended object of light bulk or less.
yeah, no. Your telekinetic hand is for like grabbing objects. There
it
is a
gives more.
spell called telekinetic maneuver that you can use for like repositioning and such, but you do
All
not
right.
have that.
Would a fire spell work on a fire elemental? I'm guessing no.
I think you're smart enough,
I can tell you
trained
what
enough
I've
in
noticed.
the arcane arts to know that no, that
Okay,
would probably
yeah.
not work all that well
Right.
against this thing. But there is an air scamp nearby.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
no.
that's right. There are other. Let's see.
There are other scamps nearby. You can try one of those.
All right. Well, that guy's handling little fire guy. She's clearly very capable. Let's see. Why don't we try? Yeah, let's try it on the air scamp. Target by T.
You will have to get a little bit closer. It's currently
Okay.
35 feet away, but you can do that by just like stepping. So
Right about here, then.
yeah, you just need to be slightly closer. That said, I will point this out. Despite the fact that it is underground, you do know that right here, because there is a comically raised portion of the sand, like a cartoon character tunneling underground right there, that is where the earth scamp is.
Yeah, but I can't strike it if it's concealed, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, no choice. I'm just gonna walk right past it. Is that close enough for casting range?
Oh, plenty. You only had to
Okay.
be 5 feet closer.
All right, cool. All right, let's give it a try. Target and ignition. Cast.
So you need to select which version of ignition you want to use.
Oh, I guess melee, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
no, you're going to be using the ranged version because you're not up on it in melee.
Okay.
So
Melee
just click-
means within the 8 squares around you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So make sure you are targeting the air scamp and roll an attack.
Yeah.
Well, that was damage, but I need an attack first.
Wait. Oh, right. It's right there. Cool.
An 11 does not hit, as your ignition just kind of bounces harmlessly off the brick wall behind it.
Don't have any actions left.
Nice. You had to use one action to get closer, then you used 2 actions to cast ignition. So, not at the moment. Nikki.
Okay.
So yeah, Tyroy.
Squeak. How big is The brazier that the fire thing is in.
Not so big you couldn't tip it over with a successful athletics check.
Okay. Instead of that, Nimki looks over and sees Birdfellow kind of getting ganged up on a little bit, and the sight of it shocks him. Nimki briefly panics in place just seeing it, and then just closes his eyes, tips his head, puts his paws together, and the pained look on his face. And suddenly an effect appears around Birdfellow. I target? I don't think target is working on Miller. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, let's try casting this.
Target is really only necessary for, like, attacking, anyway.
Okay.
Or,
Nimki is
like,
casting...
comparing skill checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nimki is casting Rousing Splash.
Indeed. Miller, if you would care to drag that Rousing Splash effect onto your character token. As you gain 3 temporary hit points from
More water, more water!
Prayer.
Oh wait, this is
More
good
water. Water with water.
Yes, you do feel a splash of water over you, and for a second you panic as the water scamp is still right there, but then you realize, oh no, this water's good. Nimki, you have 1 remaining action.
Do have a solid idea. Oh, Nimki does the first thing he can think of. Yeah, moves 2 tiles down. Right there.
You can always attempt to recall knowledge again.
True. Actually, I've got another idea. I don't know if I can do this with 1 action. And
Speaking of which,
Nimki-
I do need a slight reminder. Who was it that succeeded their recall knowledge previously?
that was me.
It was you. So I will give you 1 piece of meta information regarding one of these scamps, one of these types of scamps, if you care to. This can be things like a skill they might have, one of their saves, special abilities, weaknesses, immunities, things like that.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try a question. Underground one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any Earth Scamp? Is there any way to deal with it while it's underground that I can think of?
It is got total cover because it's underground currently.
Okay.
If you have a spell or ability that can affect below the ground, then you could do something with that, but otherwise you can't really target it currently.
Okay.
Is there
Yeah,
any way I
good to
could use my my telekinesis stick to displace the ground above it?
Your telekinetic hand?
Yeah.
You could probably spend some actions on that, but it might take a while. And as this thing is capable of just burrowing, it would probably move before you were successful in digging it out.
All right.
But yeah, no.
My
Nimki,
question.
You have 1 remaining action, so yep.
Let me know if I can do this with a 1 action point. I was thinking of like putting my shoulder forward and charging it into the thing that the fire dude is sitting in. It's like barreling into it. I don't know if that seems like a thing I can do with 1 action point, or if it would be worth doing.
I would allow you to attempt that, yeah.
Okay.
I would say that you would have a penalty to your athletics check to try that, but because you're not really bracing anything, but you could try. It would still be possible. Like I said, these braziers are not particularly big, but as they're full of embers and oil, they are a bit heavy. So
I'm gonna give it a shot.
For full transparency, it would be a DC 15 athletics check to try and push over one of these braziers.
I think it's worth a shot. On a roll. Here we go.
All right. With the penalty, even without the penalty, that would have been unsuccessful.
Okay, so I probably end
But,
there.
Yeah, you would end right there as you attempt to barrel into it to knock it over, but no such luck, I'm afraid.
Good.
Try to shoulder check it and you just bounce off.
Yeah,
Effectively.
little mouse.
All right. It is the water scamp's turn.
Okay. This will probably matter this turn. I need to figure out how to set my AC correctly when I'm using the Metal Carapace.
Mm-hmm.
Because I should have 18 AC right now, not 17, but I don't see a way to, like, apply Metal Carapace to myself.
So for that, you would probably have to give yourself, like, the correct armor, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I don't think that there is an item for it. You will probably just have to create a new armor and stat it out properly.
Alright. I just
While
need
you're
to
doing that,
its
though-
AC bonus is 3. That's all that needs to happen.
While you're doing that, the water scamp is going
There we
to
go.
attempt to push you back. It's going to shove you. Well, first it's going to bite you, then it's going to shove you. Well, I say bite. It reaches out with a claw to attempt to slash at you, very, very poorly. Now it's going to try and shove. With the penalty, I don't think that works unless your fortitude DC is really bad for some reason.
No, he has the
AC is
best
plus
fortitude.
8.
Yeah, no. That's what I mean. Your fortitude should be good. It's going to kind of swim around to the other corner of the fountain, though, as its last action.
Mhm.
All right. The fire scamp is going to regenerate slightly. Nope, not the water scamp. The fire scamp. Nimki, it was none too pleased that you tried to knock over its safe space.
Understandable.
So, this one's going to attempt to bite you. And with a 19, will bite. You take
Ouch.
3 fire and 3 piercing damage.
Don't remember how to change my health. Oh, do I just go into the character sheet?
Just click damage.
Easy.
Yep.
It's going to then reach out and try to bite at Thelgar, as she is also right there. With a 19 on the die, will actually succeed.
Oof. Nasty.
For 8 damage this time. And then it's going to flit away. It's not quite fast enough, unfortunately, to get to the brazier on the other side of the street, but it starts heading over that way.
You again.
Kenji. You're kind of on the ground, unfortunately.
No, then I'm going to have to get up.
Yep, you spend 1 action standing up. Easy enough.
How do I remove that condition then?
I already took care of it.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I can only move 25 feet per action.
Yeah, you're not that fast just yet.
No. The thing that's holding me back is a ninja. I think I'm going to at least have to spend at least 1 move action to get closer. Five.
Now, as a reminder, your shuriken have a reload of 0, so
Yeah.
you can draw and attack with them in the same fluid motion.
So yes, I'm going to shuriken the fire scamp right here.
Indeed.
Prefer to imagine you're doing it while running.
That's the target.
Probably.
Of course.
Draw shuriken, and does this automatically take distance into account?
It should, yes. A 17 is a hit, just barely. For 6 damage. Very good. Nice, solid, chunky hit. It is the Earth Scamp. Its turn, which is going to regenerate slightly as it is in fact underground. It's going to burrow up to be next to Aloysius.
Kitty Friend is not in a great position right now.
No.
Not particularly.
Kind of in the melee.
That is going to attempt to trip Aloysius, which is against your reflex DC, which is successful. Not a critical success, but you are prone now.
Break a hip.
Goody. Yeah.
And now it's going to attempt to slam into you with its body. At a penalty. But your prone status makes it successfully connect. As you take, ouch, maximum 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
I want this.
It is the air scamp, which is still undamaged. It's going to flit in this general direction because Tiki Kiri is now nice and shiny.
What am I doing?
Wait, why is this? Hold on. Why does this say my AC is 15? That's not right.
Oh, because you're not normally trained in medium armor. So you
Okay, I need to change this thing. Well,
Yeah, you
okay,
need to-
so it is medium armor, but it says it is
just change
you're
it to
always
light,
trained
it's
with it.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
wondering why
The
that-
21 would have hit you regardless, unfortunately, but yes.
Okay.
You do take 5 points of damage as this thing kind
I
of
take
bites
the
into you.
damage. Ow.
And it just kind of like airheadedly flits in this general direction after taking a chunk out of you. Thelgar.
Yes. Let
Help.
me see. Help. Okay, I'm going to.
Oh, Jonas, don't forget to take the damage from the Earth Scamp's attack.
Oh, just click on damage.
Yep, just click on damage where it says the Earth Scamp dealt you damage. There you
That's
go.
why I
I'm
didn't
going
see it.
to-
Okay.
I'm going to move my character this direction.
Yep.
I will attempt to bite this scamp.
Flank it!
'Cause-
Flank it!
Hold on.
Or wait, can Jonas be a part of flanking if he's prone?
Yep, he's still threatening the creature even if he's prone, so.
Alright.
Oh, the frightened scamp is the fire one, right?
The frightened on the fire has ticked, so it is no longer frightened.
Okay,
Frightened automatically reduces at the end of a creature's turn, so.
right. Okay, so I will attempt to bite this. Let's see.
A
Slightly
16,
bad.
because it is flanked, is successful.
Nice.
Awesome.
Do I click on damage then?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
I need to remove off guard, but yes.
Let me see. Base damage 1d8. I guess that's
For
okay.
9 points of damage. Tell me what it looks like as you chew on this rock to death.
Nice. Okay, so I spent 2 action points now, right?
Yeah, that was 2 actions.
Okay, so I cannot I cannot attempt an attack on the other scamp except if I move another like square down, right?
No, you can hit it from where you are. It's 5 feet away
yeah?
from you.
Oh, nice. Okay, then I'll attempt to strike it with my greatsword.
Okay,
So my question
this
is,
will be at a -5 multiple attack penalty. So on your greatsword hit, make sure your greatsword is wielded in 2 hands because you were using it earlier. So
okay, then
and
let me see.
hit the button next to it that says +2, map -5, basically. As you attack more per turn, you become more unsteady.
Oh,
and,
there you go.
Attacks are
Attacking
consecutively is harder.
All right.
But a natural fucking 20.
Hello.
Yay!
Go ahead and click the button that says critical.
Nice.
It's
For
entirely
funsies.
unnecessary, but unnecessary. Do it anyway.
Oh.
As you cleave this fire scamp in half. You crunch one and cleave the other.
Thank
got
you,
anything to
large
say,
barbarian
Jonas?
lady. Yeah, thank you, large barbarian lady. You're beautiful.
This is no time for flattery. We have more of these to smash.
Indeed you do. Tikikiri. A big Kolo lady just ran up and decimated 2 of these things. 2 remain.
I am. What am I gonna do? Been very annoyed at these things constantly just like striking me from one side. I try to swing at them, they move away. They attack me from the other side, I swing again, they move away. Get real fed up with it. So, oh, not that one.
I'm fed up with this world.
I'm fed up with this world, god damn it.
Get mad.
So Tiki Kiri flies into a barbarian rage.
Are you gonna rage too, Miller?
I do not think I'm gonna rage. I think what I'm going to do.
Are you gonna morb?
I'm morbid.
He already morbed. He's covered in armor.
Falcon punch.
Fair.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use my weapon infusion. So with a signature flare, I turn my kinetic blast into a certain thing. And I get to choose a certain weapon type. I'm going to choose the 50-foot range and the propulsive trait on the ranged attack. So I add half strength on damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to say my metal attack, let's see, is something thrown. Yeah, it's just like a what looks like a big toothpick. It's just like 4 foot long. It's just a metal spike that I'm just like javelin throwing at this scamp.
Excellent.
I'm gonna target this one.
Fucking
It's
Magneto.
flittering around.
The air scamp. Destroy it.
I'm
Kill,
gonna choose
maim, murder.
Yeah, piercing.
Ooh.
A 19 is a solid hit on the air scamp.
Oh, that was not supposed to be volley. Oh well. I still don't know how to exactly to apply that correctly.
You'll get used to it.
Alright. Okay, so I get to... So I need to roll half my strength. Oh, I see. There's a thing here for it. How do I add half a strength?
You can just add it as a as an extra.
Next time you should make a steel chair to hit people with.
So, underneath the modifiers, it says 2 action blast, strength, and those are both grayed out and turned off. Add another one that says strength +1 attribute bludgeoning, and then hit the add button. Or piercing, excuse me. Yeah, this one's piercing. For maximum damage. Very good.
Nice.
You impale the air scamp.
So that was only one action.
Oh yes, no. What am I doing? You
Crucify Gabumon.png.
You don't get any more actions. No, you're fine.
You did one thing. There was one too many.
No more actions for Miller. No more. Yeah,
I'm gonna use a shard strike on that same one.
All right. So
I'm gonna do the 30-foot line, deal 1d6 piercing damage, and I need to make a basic reflex save, DC 16.
So you fire out a bunch of metal shards from your body in the direction of this thing.
Mm-hmm. I shoot a bunch of metal feather pinions at him.
It succeeds, so it will take half damage. As it is a basic save.
Alright, I need to roll die damage, and then you take half.
Ooh, maximum. Very good. Which is just enough to kill it.
Awesome.
Hell yeah!
He exhales.
Discorporates into a cloud. One scamp remains.
I throw a bunch of feather pinions at it. They pierce all the little pieces of cloud and pin it to the wall behind it.
Aloysius.
Well, I got to get closer first, so let me.
You will have to stand up, or you
Oh,
can
shit.
crawl if you'd like.
That's right. I'm prone.
I assume you want to use an action to stand up, though.
Would it be better if I healed myself first, like grab a potion?
I mean, that's an option.
Pretty badly hurt.
You are squishy.
Yeah. Let me. Hold on. We got my inventory. Good.
You have 2 healing potions.
I don't know if Nimki has time to say something or if this can be out of character, but like potions are expensive, and also we can probably do cheaper heals after the fight.
I survive. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna crawl. I'm just gonna. I'm sick of these things.
Okay, so you're just going to stay prone and crawl. So crawling as an action moves you 5 feet.
All right. Let me just.
It's currently 45 feet away from you.
It's not gonna help me too much, is it?
No.
Honestly, standing up and moving or attempting to crawl, you're not going to get there with enough actions to really cast a spell.
Well, I'm still gonna try.
You do have a spell that can benefit your erstwhile allies.
That's true. And it seems like Bird Guy's pretty hot shit. Let's buff him a bit. So I'm assuming I select him. Right?
Magic Man, what are these scamp things happening? Are they your fault?
Don't look at me. I'm as much a victim as you are here. That said,
Get them off of me.
well, okay. Let's see. So I'm targeting Tiki Kiri and casting Infectious Enthusiasm.
Is this Chronic Cat responsible for this?
Everybody kills Aloysius. All right.
Yeah.
Tiki Kiri, go ahead and add the Infectious Enthusiasm effect to your character. As with most things, drag and drop.
Attack, will, or charisma check. I do none of these. Awesome.
You do attack rolls.
Oh, I do attack rolls. Okay, not strike rolls. There's a lot of things I was looking at for character building that's like, you get +1 on strike rolls. And I'm like, I literally
Strikes.
never do strikes.
Strikes are a kind of attack. But yeah, no, this will benefit any kind of attack roll you do, such as attempting to trip or rolling a blast or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
You have one remaining action, Aloysius.
Okay. Maybe something for Nimki. Can I cast maybe like shield on him?
You can shield yourself.
Oh, I can shield myself. You know what? That's good enough for me. Well, hold on. I get to befuddle. How much is befuddle? One action?
2 actions.
If
you look at
see the two little,
if you look at the next to the name, it shows you those diamond
2
shapes.
little diamonds. Yeah.
That's how many actions any particular activity takes.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and shield myself then.
Okay.
Target me. Cast shield. It's better than nothing, right?
Yep. Go ahead and drag spell effect shield onto your token.
Okay.
In the chat there, towards the bottom of the shield, it says spell
right.
effect shield.
Got it.
There you go.
Did it work? Okay, good.
Yep. It will have applied that to your status. Nimki.
Squeak. A little indecisive, but yeah, squeak.
Squeaking in there.
Yeah,
drag it out of the fountain.
there's a couple things I want to do, and neither of them are.
Drown that bastard.
But I was kind of thinking that way. Maybe Nimki feels a little inspired seeing the big lady just freaking go ham, and so he get a little mouse roar, and he takes a few steps forward.
Flexing her
Believe that's
biceps.
In range at 30 feet. He casts. Starts praying again. So let's see. Get and then click. I believe that works.
Void Warp. Let's see if this water scamp is particularly fortuitous.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. It succeeds,
Darn.
but that's still half damage.
Is it? Okay.
It's a basic save. Basic saves follow the same structure. If you
Cool.
critically succeed, there's no effect. If you succeed, it's half. If you fail, it's full. If you critically fail, it's double.
Okay, so I only see a roll damage button, so I'm clicking. Oh,
Yeah,
here we
just
go.
roll
Here we go.
damage, and I can just apply half damage.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
That is a good damage roll, though.
Awesome.
But yeah, you move forward and do a little bit of damage.
It started on him.
It is the water scamp's turn. It is in water, so it is going to regenerate slightly. Still does not have its breath back. So all it can really do is come up and continue to harass the closest thing to it, because it does not want to leave the water. Oof, a 25. This one in the fountain is rolling
What is
well.
going on with all the rolls with me?
Yeah.
For shit damage, though, minimum.
Yeah, all right.
And now it's going to kind of swim back to where it was, because it feels safer over there. Rick, it is Kenji's turn.
Yeah. Okay. I would cross corner. That's not allowed.
As long as your path doesn't go through the corner, it should be okay.
The line itself.
Yeah, I think.
You can make that movement.
You can?
Yeah, no, you can get there. Just
Okay.
Okay.
Right
yeah,
there.
okay. So if anyone is interested, by the way, Aloysius cast Infectious Enthusiasm. Now, currently Tiki Kiri has the benefit, but you all observed him casting this spell, which means that any one of you, if you choose to within the next turn, within the next round until Aloysius' turn again, can use an action with the Concentrate trait to gain the benefits of the spell as well.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
If you are interested, you do not have to, but it is a bonus to attack rolls.
Ashley, I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm raging. That means I'm concentrating already, right?
You cannot because you are raging, unfortunately.
Of course. Of course.
You cannot take actions that have the Concentrate trait unless they also have the Rage trait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, so I do have line of sight to the water scamp.
Yeah. It's enough out of the water that you can see it. It's not like gaining cover or anything.
Are we gonna shuriken it? Oh, make sure that I target it. Then strike.
There you go. It's a little bit out of your range your first range increment, and you just barely whiff.
Oh, then I'm gonna do that again.
The natural one. Unfortunate.
Test failed successfully.
Helgar.
You throw the
Starling?
second shuriken, it slips out of your grip and hits the post right in front of me. Like, God damn it! Not sure you're throwing those things.
Okay. Let me think. I will need to eventually move closer to the damn thing. Like so. So I will move my character next to Tyroids. That will consume an action, right?
Yep.
You can do that again.
I could do that again, but I will instead use another action point to demoralize the other scamp by throwing a very nasty stare at him.
Indeed.
Let me do an intimidation roll.
A 13 is not a success. Just barely.
Tie.
Whoa.
Tie.
Oh no!
Hi, honey. Disconnect.
Ty, you need to leave the call right now.
Tie. Leave the call.
Wow.
gosh.
What the
happened?
hell was that?
Tyre got possessed? Corrupted?
What the
Okay. Certainly the scamp didn't get affected because it wears glasses, of course.
Clearly.
Didn't see my intimidating glare.
not wearing
How
his
about I
glasses right
throw? How about I throw a javelin at him?
Okay, that is an option.
Yeah. So let me see.
You do not
The thing is-
currently
oh,
have any
I-
javelins in your inventory.
Oh, I should have though. Maybe I just forgot to add them.
I don't think we added them previously, but that said, if you want some, you can have had some. That said, unfortunately, you had your greatsword ready, so it would take an action to draw a javelin anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In that case, I guess I'll just.
Let's.
Okay. So what if I instead just move closer to it?
How many javelins do you want? 4 or 5?
I think I had 4 of them.
Okay. That. Yeah. Okay. Yep. You attempt to intimidate, but unfortunately, it does not seem to take. So, yeah. For your last action, you can get up to it if you care to.
Mm-hmm. I think that's all for me, right?
Are you actually going to move?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. I will.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, that's your
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Hikikiri.
Is this square south of Thelgar still in the fountain?
What's up?
Is this square south of Thelgar still inside the fountain?
Yeah, that would be in the fountain.
Well, that means then I need to critically succeed to get it out of the fountain because Mark moved into the square I needed to move it into.
You know you could have told me, right?
Too late.
I could not have.
You have not adventured together before. You do not know each other's tactics yet. So I don't mind crosstalk for particularly for established parties, but you guys are new to each other still.
Yep, that's fine. I will make 25 feet. Yep, I'm gonna make a move action behind it in order to
Okay.
flank.
Yep. You hop up into the fountain and get behind it to kind of keep it pinned. The water's not deep enough to impede your movement, so you're good there.
I will make
Your
my
turn.
weapon infusion again. This time we're gonna do melee. Oh wait, I should have done this on the next action. This doesn't really do anything for the first attack. Whatever. Alright, I will target this thing, and I will do a bludgeoning melee blast. This one I am just coating my arm in metal and just slamming it down on this water scamp. Just try
Nothing
to crush
fancy.
it.
Crush you do. Roll damage.
Roll damage. Yep, I get strength because it's a melee attack. Max damage.
Very nice. As you smack this water scamp upside its tiny hydrocephalic head. I believe you have one remaining action.
I do. So how does weapon refusion work? I get to use that once per round, I believe.
Let me... Weapon infusion. Nope. You can use it as often as you care to.
Alright. I
So
will...
if you wanted to, like, change it to backswing or agile, you could do that.
Yeah, because sweep is if you attack a different target. Agile and backswing would be the same thing right now, so yeah. Let's make it agile. Let's do another attack.
Welcome back.
Hold on, I need to tweak his volume level. Let me see.
He says my mic is not fixed, so he's muted.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know what the hell that was about, Ty. I'm sorry about that, though.
Sorry, it must have been my demoralization. Sorry, Ty. Your
Right,
microphone
I missed
got
my second
scared.
attack. I do another smash down with my hand and just kind of
Yar.
splash a bunch of water around.
That. All right, Aloysius, it is your turn.
Right. I'm
Your
too far
shield
away to
goes
do.
away.
Yeah, I'm too far to do anything.
Wow, a wizard saying that.
Wizards
Wizard
can't
did
be
it.
too far away. That's their whole thing.
And currently, Aloysius only has one attack cantrip prepared.
And I
Right.
lose
range is
infectious
not.
enthusiasm.
Yes, infectious enthusiasm has dropped off, so nobody can.
Fireball
Claim
the
that
shit out of
one.
that scam.
I mean, I'd love to,
No,
but I
no
don't.
fireballs. I'm standing next to it.
No fireballs. I said firebolt.
Firebolt.
Can I get?
That's basically what ignition is.
Can I use 1 AP to get within 30 feet of this thing?
Not while you're prone. It would take an action to stand up. And then
Oh,
Damn.
chat's right. I could have done a 2-action blast.
I don't know what to
Well-
do.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, everything I got, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any obvious action I can take, unless I can do
You-
any
I
of
would
these
say
The
stand
badass.
up
obvious
like you're
action would be
close.
to stand up.
Okay. All right. How do I do that?
you are now standing. That was one
Oh, okay.
action.
All right.
I just have to remove the prone condition.
All right. Well, now I guess I'll just move as close as I can. I'll get him
Yeah, not-
in the next.
As close.
Yeah,
Well,
I would consider
within-
maybe like
Here.
so that you're 30 feet away, so that you
Okay.
can.
All right. How do I?
While you're using your if you're using the measure distance thing while you're measuring, you can just hit the space bar, and that should move your token.
Oh, okay. All
There
right.
you go.
Cool. I have one AP left.
You have one action left. Yes.
All right.
You like I've said earlier, you can attempt to recall knowledge again. You failed previously, so you can think more on these things if you want to. That said, you're also almost done with this particular combat, so
I'm just gonna cast shield on myself again.
that's valid.
I know it's probably almost over with, but I'm feeling vulnerable. I am aware that I have not done a good showing for my introduction. Okay.
I mean, you dealt some good damage.
Yeah, you did pretty good so far. I will say. Standing in a corner, shielding yourself isn't really helping, but
I got nothing.
Alright.
I mean, standing there at the edge of the fountain, swinging wildly, not hitting anything, isn't really helping either.
Yeah.
No, it really wasn't. I was trying.
Yeah, no. Combat just be like that. Nimki. Yeah, Ty. You can chat in the in Foundry. There you go. Same as last time. Weirdly hardy little things, but go ahead and roll damage. Oof. You have one remaining action.
And then he says he's raising shield.
Yep. You throw up your shield again. Alright, it is the water scamp's turn. It is still in water, so it is going to continue to heal. It's going to flit around behind Tikikiri, because it finally got its thingy back. I need Tikikiri and Thalgar to make reflex saves. That is a success. You will take half damage.
So even if it rolls max, I can't die here. Ah!
Mark, you there?
Thalgar, I'll need a save from you as well.
A saving throw? What kind of saving throw?
If you just click that reflex save in the acid breath ability in chat,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then
Versus
roll
basic
that.
reflex, just click that.
Reflex. Let me see.
yeah, in acid breath, there's a little button that says basic reflex save. Go ahead and click that.
Basic reflex. Oh, that's funny. I don't think I can see that. And
It's not
Wait.
particularly it doesn't stand out particularly well, but in chat in acid breath,
It is
there's
just
a
yellow
part that
text.
says-
It does not look like a button.
yeah. I can also
Hmm.
do this if you would like to click that instead,
okay, sure.
but it's the same
Wait.
thing. So yeah.
Wait. Oh, so like this? Oh, wow.
Natural one.
Well, damn.
Well, let's see how this goes. really bad. So Tiki Kiri, you're
Yay.
gonna take half, and Thelgar, you'll take double.
Brutal.
Okay,
It
how much
rolls.
damage do I take?
Just click the button in there that says double.
Okay. So
There you
6
go.
damage. Okay.
Yes. That is the Scamp's turn. Kenji. Kill it.
We're trying. It's in the water, isn't it? Isn't that,
Yeah, it's currently in the water.
doesn't that count as like difficult terrain or something?
The water in the fountain is not deep enough to be particularly difficult to
Okay.
move through.
Let's see here.
You have just enough movement to get behind it
Yeah,
if you can
okay.
succeed at a tumble through.
Okay. So, tumble through. Roll acrobatics.
That is absolutely a success.
Now it is off guard.
Surprisingly, not a critical success, but it is off guard. Which it would have been anyway because you're flanking it, but
Roll to hit.
a 12, unfortunately, does not hit.
What if I use my hero point?
That might do it. Potentially. So yeah, if you right-click your prompt in chat, there should be an option to reroll using a hero point.
There it is.
There you go. There you go. 22 is a success. Not a critical. Not too far off, though. But this thing doesn't have a whole lot of health left at the moment. And 11 points is enough to finish it.
Yay.
Da, 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 da.
Congratulations. You've killed a bunch of minor elementals.
Can't believe we almost got annihilated by cute things.
I think those are cute,
These
huh?
terrible,
Hmm.
terrible little monsters in the elemental planes.
I mean,
And they couldn't even have been so nice as to give us a metal one. Ugh.
You bunch of weaklings. I killed 2 of them with a mere stare.
You think what you want.
I will admit, big lady's got some muscle behind her.
So back to what I asked before. Is that the cat's responsibility? Is he the one to blame?
Well, why would you think that when they were attacking me too? I almost got obliterated.
I don't know. Maybe
No,
you're
it's-
just a bad owner of your pets.
Look, I can assure you, this is well outside my skill set. I don't know how to summon little elemental things. You'll just have to take my word for it. I'm a local, people can vouch for me. Hi, I'm Aloysius.
Are you not a wizard, though? You might have just created an.
You know, I'm here to make a profit. I'm wizard for hire. Doing this in the city that I live in would be a really bad business practice. Let's put it that way. You know, believe me. Besides, do I really look like the evil mastermind type?
Yes.
Honestly, that's rude. That is really rude.
You do look kind of shady and very scrawny.
What is
Well-
your stall back there? I saw you do magic stuff.
Yeah, it's general purpose. You know, it's for hire. I do whatever the job demands.
As you're having this discussion, I would like everybody to roll perception checks.
potion. Let me see.
Let's see. 9. Or sorry, 13.
Unfortunately, it's the person whose mic is currently fucking up. Nimki.
How do I roll for perception? Because like the
So on your character sheet, the banner on the left, there should just
yeah,
be
but it's
this.
yeah, it's there, but it's like it's dimmed. I can't really click on that.
That's
for
your
some reason.
initiative. Right above it is perception.
Let me see. Oh, that's right. Sorry about that. My bad.
That you're
I'm
good.
so
Darwin.
drunk.
You
Of
say you're
course,
drunk. I'm the one who's sipping a rum right now.
you're not the only one, you know.
Yeah, okay. So, Nimki, perhaps it's because you're still... Perhaps it's because you're a bit skittish, perhaps it's because you're a bit on edge with the sudden manifestation and danger that these things possessed. But you hear more fluttering in the air. And as you look around, you see roughly half a dozen more of these things manifest and appear from around corners. And we're going to go ahead and enter a chase scene.
No.
As these things are not all that pleased by what you've just done. So, chase scenes are effectively a series of skill checks. You will encounter obstacles as you attempt to either chase something or flee from something, and depending on the nature of the obstacle, you can throw various skill checks to try and get past it. Or to get away from whatever it is you're trying to flee from.
I'm sorry. We're fleeing from what exactly?
Approximately 6 to 8 more of these little things have manifested and shown up and are
Oh,
not
and
all
they
that
just
pleased by the fact that you
we killed their children.
killed a bunch of them. So,
Okay.
Imke
and
says,
you know, 4 was hard enough to deal with. You're not entirely sure you can deal with 8 more.
Why are we fleeing? We can smash these to pieces too.
You're very courageous.
You're
Thelgar,
absolutely
you,
welcome to stay where you are.
Yeah, Thelgar, as you turn to convince these people to stay and fight with you, they're all already running.
I will admire your courage from afar. Bye.
You would never make me into my pack. This is a shame.
Are you gonna stay behind?
I do realize I'm a little fatigued from the sudden encounter and from me being more drunk than I would have imagined. And then I bravely flee.
It's not a retreat. It's a strategic relocation.
Exactly. I'm
Bravely ran
moving.
away.
I am moving my icon strategically, farther away from those from the other scamps.
I make little metal skates appear below my feet. They don't allow me to move any faster. But I try to start like riding on them.
It changes
And
your
I
FOV.
grab. Yes. Yes, it changes my FOV and adds speed lines, but doesn't actually make me go any faster.
All right. So
I grab Thelgar on the wrist and I say, "Come on, lady, let's go."
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
You
so-
did what to me?
I grab you by the wrist.
Can you actually move me an inch?
Probably not. That said, we're going to go ahead and enter our chase scene now, and the first obstacle y'all are going to have to deal with is crowds of people shouting and in a panic from the sudden appearance of a bunch more of these little bastards. So you may use make an argument for what skills you would like to attempt to get by. Depending on the nature of your skill check, I have DCs in mind.
Mm-hmm. I like to use an athletics check to muscle my way and try to slide through the crowd.
All right. Go ahead and roll athletics for me then, Tikikiri. And mhm. Okay. You're good for the moment,
you're
though,
back.
Tikikiri, that is
Are you
a
done being
failure, unfortunately, as you try to muscle your way through the crowd of the throng of panicking people. You're getting knocked around and pushed around. You do not make enough progress to proceed. Thelgar, let's go for you next. What would you like to do to try and get past this this throng of panicking individuals?
Flick them away with my fingers, I suppose. I mean,
That
look at my
sounds like an
size.
athletics check. Go ahead and make an
Yeah.
athletics check.
Yeah. Hold on. Of course, I'm going to roll a 1.
Okay, no, that is successful. You and Tikikiri are basically trying to shove people out of the way, and maybe it's just because you're so much better at it than he is that you're shoving people into him and repeating his progress. But that is
called
one-
mutualism.
That is one successful chase point. You will need 3 to get past this obstacle. So, next up, we're going to go ahead and go with Nimki.
Let's see.
Okay.
So he's gonna try and slip his way through.
That sounds like an acrobatics check to squeeze.
Okay. Acrobatics.
Keeping Tyro's voice low for the moment.
Yeah. Good idea.
That is not successful, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Caves are static as you try to squeeze through them. This crowd of panicking individuals is not static. They are running and screaming and causing a commotion. All right, Kenji.
I will be doing the same thing, trying to squeeze through the crowd.
Okay, roll an acrobatics.
There we go.
That, however, is successful as you kind of lead Nimki through the gaps people are making as they're running around.
Grab him by the wrist, just yank him through
Yeah.
while I'm going.
And Aloysius, how would you like to try to navigate this throng of panicking people?
Okay, bear with me because I'm reading up on the different skills. Society, which I have a +7 in, includes navigating the complex physical workings of settlements. Does that mean that I could potentially find a passageway to
Possibly.
Okay. All right. So,
Go in one door
so-
and come out another, like a cartoon.
Basically.
well, I mean, like if there's like some kind of crawlway or something, like a back alley that we could
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
a society check to
Jonas,
see if you can.
You know you can
navigate.
just start bragging about the 90s, right? That will just drive people away.
All right. Okay. All right. I roll society.
I
Would you
told
like to
you.
use your hero point because that,
That was-
will take away one of your chase points.
Oh, that was a terrible idea. All right. Reroll using a hero point.
Okay, that is successful as you
Okay.
manage to navigate around several stalls and smaller buildings to avoid the majority of the throng while staying nearby the people you have just met because you
Yeah.
feel relatively safe with them.
Yeah.
But that does successfully get you past the first obstacle, so you're not going to take any damage this round.
I'm looking at my health and I'm looking at this health potion in my inventory and being just like, use this already.
Okay. Avoiding further crowds, you start to wend your way through various alleyways, which are narrow and full of clutter. So I'm going to need more checks to try and get past the narrow alleyways. Keeping the same order, Tikikiri, what are you going to do to try and get through these alleyways?
I mean, You said they're like just tight alleyways.
Yeah, they're tight alleyways. They're full of clutter. It's a little difficult to maneuver, but depending on what kind of check you want to make, like for you in particular, you might be inclined to like make an attack with your blasts to try and clear a path or something. I don't know. I'm allowing this to be a little freeform. You could.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to. Trying to think of how much I can generate with my base kinesis. Like, can I just make a little step stool out of metal real quickly and use that to like step over any obstacles?
That
might be
normal use. For example, the air can be breathed in. The bulk.
Because I think the main
The
thing
bulk of the
says that
target
it
must
needs
be
to
negligible or light. I would say that you could make like a little ramp of metal to help you get up over the over clutter. I would want that to be a nature or perhaps crafting check.
Okay, I'll make a nature check.
But that is creative, and I like that, so I will give you a hero point for that.
Which I think I'm going to immediately use.
Oh,
Probably smart. It's not a critical failure, but... Okay, unfortunately, it's still a failure.
Yeah, yep.
The
dice
metal
just
you
really...
generate... Yeah, the metal you generate is not particularly stable, and it snaps, particularly... Especially under Thelgar's weight. She is a big girl. Speaking of Thelgar... You're running through these narrow alleyways. It's a little tight, and there's clutter everywhere. How would you like to try and proceed?
Wait, whose turn is it now?
Yours.
Is it mine? Oh, okay. Guess I'm still drunk. Okay, so are there still people I need to shove?
Not here. There are no people, but you can still like try and shove your way past all the clutter if you would prefer to just keep trying to.
Of course. Exactly what I'm going to do. Is there another athletics roll?
Yep, make another athletics check for me.
Okay. Wow, how unremarkable.
That is not a success, I'm afraid, as you try to shove your way past all this clutter. It is densely packed, and there's not a lot of room for it to move around, unfortunately. Nimki.
This is Nimki's strong point. He's a tunnel rat. He's made for squeezing.
You're just going to try and lead your allies to squeeze through all of this clutter. All right, roll an acrobatics.
Yeah.
That is a success.
Right.
This is a lot more like what you're used to.
Yeah.
The throngs of people out in the streets as they ran about and bumped into you are a lot harder to navigate, but these static objects are much more your speed.
Greek.
All right. That is one success. Kenji.
I'm also using acrobatics to get around the obstacles.
Understandable.
I have to play to my strengths here.
Work.
That is also.
I would have liked
success.
to play acrobats. I just couldn't think of a way to be like, yes, I'm going to, or athletics. I'm like, yes, I'm going to muscle my way around these static boxes and carts and stuff.
Well, that's what Thelgar tried. Didn't work out too well for her either, unfortunately. But yeah, no. Nimki and Kenji are particularly agile, and they're finding pathways through all of this detritus that you are able to follow relatively easily, and you are successful in getting past this second obstacle. As you get back out into the streets, you come across a busy thoroughfare where there seems to be a backup. A couple of merchants appear to have run their carts into one another and are arguing about who has the right of way and who needs to take responsibility for the accident. And currently, it is Aloysius's turn.
I still need to squeeze through, right?
No, you've all bypassed the second.
Okay.
Second obstacle. You're now at you're now at the third obstacle.
Okay, so in these two,
You're when you make a chase check, it kind of attributes to everyone succeeding or failing.
right? Okay. All right. So we got these two guys arguing, and they're in the way.
They are in the way. Yes.
Let's see. I'm thinking.
Aloysius is not trained in
Not diplomacy.
not a diplomatic or intimidating individual. You might try perception to attempt to find another way. You can try society to like explain to them the laws of their altercation and
Yeah. I lecture them about how they're going to get in trouble with the magistrate if they don't move along already. And
In my next turn, can I use society to tell them to fuck off?
Possibly, because Aloysius was not successful in lecturing them on the laws of the city.
nobody ever listens to me.
You've already succeeded in the second obstacle, so you're not going to take any damage from that one. But
Good.
Tikikiri, yeah, the group's at this backup in one of the main roads with these two merchants kind of arguing back and forth, not really paying attention to the encroaching wave of elemental spirits.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Again, I want to use athletics because it's just my highest skill I have right now. But I kind of also want to make a thievery check to see if I can palm something from the wreckage of the accident.
Okay, that will not get you a chase point, but depending on how you go about it, you might get something interesting. If you were to attempt that.
Okay, I want to do an athletics check to like shove one of these carts away from the other and be just like, just keep moving along and like sort of disconnect the accident. And then as I take my hand off the cart, I use it to palm something from that cart that I moved.
You can have one or the other, Miller.
Okay, I'm going to do the shove cart thing. I'm going to make sure we do our chase.
Okay. The 12 is not successful. These are fairly heavy carts full of merchants' wares. Thelgar.
All right. So what's the situation around me right now?
You have made it out of the alleyway. You're in a busy thoroughfare that two merchants have kind of collided their carts together and are arguing about who's at fault, effectively.
You
might try an athletics check to like dislodge their carts from one another. You are
trained in intimidation, right?
Yeah, you could try an intimidation to like get them
I'll
to shut up
definitely
and move their own carts.
Yeah, I'm definitely using intimidation to tell them to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of my.
I should have just done that.
Okay, that is a success. As you chastise them for causing this commotion, it's not quite enough to get you past the obstacle yet, but you're getting there.
Get the fuck out of my way!
Nimki.
I have an idea. So while we're approaching them from a distance, I can use my message cantrip to. I'm just gonna tell them what's going on. We're to your right. Look over here. There's like a horde of monsters, of little guys. You gotta get out of the way. You gotta move. This is not safe.
Okay, that sounds like a diplomacy check, but because you're using magic, I will allow you to use religion instead.
Okay.
Because you're not trained in diplomacy.
Yeah, no, I am not.
All right, that is a success.
Okay.
They definitely are getting the idea at this point, but they haven't quite moved their carts just yet. Kenji.
Wait, if he succeeds his religion check, does that mean these merchants think they just got a message from God that says, "Hey, get out of the
way"? This is God.
It's a deception check.
Yeah, Kenji. The merchants are starting to like back down from one another, but they haven't like fully caught on that they need to like get the hell out of the way right now. So the obstacle's not quite done yet.
Let's see. I'm not yet trained in intimidation.
Alderbane's got it right. Get on with it!
Basically. Let's see. You might try a perception check to see if you can find a way through as they're starting to move their carts. You might try a deception to lie to them and try to get them to move faster. Anything that you can like think of that you think might work here, I'll probably allow. I have a small range of difficulty classes in my head, depending on the argument you make.
I'm looking at my skill list here and do not have very much. I am trained in deception. That's only a +4.
Doing a thing that you are less trained in but can make a better argument for might mean a lower DC, so...
True.
Yeah, if you've got a good argument for why a skill will work, then I'll allow it for the most part. And it might use one of the lower DCs if you've got a good argument.
It's like, okay, if they are not absolutely certain that there's danger, I am going to convince them that there's danger. There's... Obviously, you can't see it, but there's a fire that's coming this way.
Oh no.
It's much more mundane. You're likely to believe this.
All right, roll your deception check.
I guess it's better than God told you to move.
A 10 does not do it, however, I'm afraid. They are moving, they're just not moving very quickly. Aloysius.
Can I cast spells in non-combat situations like this?
Absolutely.
Would telekinetic hand be even useful or applicable here?
Depending on what you tried to use it for. Like, you can't push either of the carts with it, they're much too big, but...
Well, damn.
You did just hear Kenji try to, like, lie to these merchants that there's, like, a fire spreading in this direction. You do have a fire spell.
That's right! Okay, so I just cast it? Like...
Yeah, I'll allow you to use Arcana with your ignition cantrip to try to, like, convince these guys that, oh shit, wait, there is actually a fire, so roll Arcana.
Okay.
It's me, I'm the fire.
You don't need to cast the spell, just roll your Arcana skill.
Okay, right. Roll Arcana.
Yes, chat. When in doubt,
Yeah!
Nice.
When in doubt, just start the fire yourself. That is a critical success. So, you absolutely impress upon these guys. Oh wait, shit, we need to get like moving like now, and they get out of everyone's way, and
Told ya!
you are allowed to proceed further. As you're running down this street, I need everybody to roll a perception check again. The DC is not very high, so just
Oh!
Oh, sure. This is the one I get a good number on.
They're not. There we go.
Wow.
Aloysius, you don't see it initially, but you do see your new companions eventually kind of start breaking off potentially as you're running near a building. A young woman, you would wager in no more than probably her low to mid 20s, kind of waves you over. Hey, this way! Come in, over here, quickly!
Gosh.
Where y'all going?
Aloysius, you're gonna take 2 points of various types of elemental damage as the scamps briefly overwhelm you before you run into the abode.
Oh, great. I hate
Somebody
this
has to
thing.
take
I
the
hate
bait.
it. Jesus. So what am I down to now?
I don't know, take 2 points of
Let's
damage.
see.
Let's find out.
I am
hit points.
down to 4 hit points.
But you find yourselves in what appears to be a if you had to guess, an alchemical shop of some variety. A young woman with snow white fur and long rabbit ears closes the door behind you all as you step in.
Hey, furry world.
Gosh, as you
Are
can
y'all
tell-
alright?
Needed that. As you can tell, we've been dealing with them for a while.
Aye, the scamps have becoming more of a problem lately.
Actually, how long?
You've all been in town, you know. They've been getting worse over the past
Okay.
past few weeks.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening in this place.
I
Should
might
let-
have an
we could have
idea,
taken them.
but I can't deal with it on my own. I might have an idea of where they're coming from potentially, but first things first. And she kind of dusts herself off. My name is Zara. It's a pleasure to meet y'all.
Given the circumstances, I believe we all feel the same.
I was in the square when those little things started running amok. I saw you dealing with them. I think you might have a better chance at this than I would by myself, at the very least.
To say you have an idea?
Yes, possibly. I don't know a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot to go on, but I have noticed something. It's about every 3 days that the manifestation rate of scamps in town tends to spike a bit. And I don't know exactly what's causing it, per se, but that can't be any kind of coincidence.
Right. It's not random.
I don't understand. What are you suggesting us to do then? We can just go out and take them by force.
Not
Easy for you to
likely.
say.
Really? We fought 4 of them, 5 of us. And we barely...
I
were able to
smashed
succeed
2
that
of
fight.
them without any effort.
You did.
That was
They
2.
singed my whiskers.
You say, without any effort, under half hit points.
They don't need to know. Shh.
Only
They
hit
can
point that
see
matters
that
is the
you are
last one.
fairly. They can see that you, Tiki Kiri, and
Okay,
Aloysius
I
are
try
all
to
fairly
conceal
injured.
my tiredness and
That sounds like you're trying to deceive.
I mean, should I roll?
If you want to roll a deception check to attempt to conceal how injured you are, please do.
Okay. Okay, let's go for that. Whatever. Fuck
That-
you. Let's go.
She looks mostly fine. She's got a few burn marks, but she still stands tall.
One less person I need to heal. Speaking of,
You just don't get
No. Actually.
speaking of, want to impose as little as possible, but we could really use a little time here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Here, actually, consider it a bit of a down payment. I'm asking you to potentially go out and deal with this, or at least look into it. The least I can do is help patch you up a bit. And
anything to get rid of these scamps. This ain't exactly my favorite town in the world, but I would like to be able to sleep at night and not have those things barging down the door.
Nimki, go ahead and roll medicine to start.
Yeah. Let's see. Remember the rules, so I'll be relying on you for this one.
That is a success. She is also successful. So, roll 2d8 for healing.
Okay. Let's see. Like that.
So Nimki, who does that healing go towards? Aloysius, you look the worst, so
Oh, it's about
Zara,
that was
Zara
gonna
is
be-
absolutely
Yeah,
helping you first.
I
So,
look like
that 14
something. I look like something the cat dragged in.
that 14 is for Aloysius. The 6 can go to whoever Nimki deems it for.
Wanted to go for Tiki. Yeah.
Okay. So as Zara helps Tiki start like patching you guys up, I'm afraid I don't have a whole lot more information. I'm a student of alchemy, not arcane, but it's hard not to notice the patterns, at least. Maybe you can... I did notice one other thing, though. I was off in Westgate a couple weeks ago, and South Shore a couple weeks before that, and the scamp problem is definitely a bigger issue here than it is in either of those places. So whatever's causing it seems to be localized somewhere here. I'm not entirely sure.
I haven't been around the entire continent. Have you heard of scamps appearing in any other of the cities around White Sands, or is it just in Lurum?
It's not terribly uncommon for them to just manifest. One or two's generally not a huge issue, but it's when you start getting into the, 10s and 20s that they become an actual danger.
Mm-hmm.
And I would personally very much like for it to go back to normal. I don't. My business is a bit shaky at the moment, but if you can look into this, I can provide you with 100 gold.
His eyes go wide.
I'm wondering, what's your business in this? Why do you have 100 gold to give us?
Oh, and she kind of gestures at her, admittedly a little bit bare store. I'm a bit of a novice alchemist, admittedly. I've been at this for a while, and I have some savings. The the scamps have been causing a bit of an issue, and I haven't been making as much lately as I used to, but I've got some money saved up for things like this, and I am asking you to perform a service for me. It only makes sense that I would pay you for it.
Ash, I'd like to make a society check to see if I would believe that this shop would be affluent enough to just pay adventurers 100 gold for a favor.
That 9 is for Kenji, if he will allow Zara to tend to his wounds.
I'm not gonna say no.
Just a question, like, is she offering 100 gold to the entire party or to each
It's
one?
it's for all of you, so it would be 20 gold.
Okay,
each.
can I roll an intimidation?
Well, let's let Tiki Kiri do his society check first.
Sure.
You look around, Tiki. Hard to say, maybe. Like, the building's been here a while. You can tell that much. And based on what you've been seeing, she's relatively skilled at the very least medical applications.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. I can
Ashley.
believe this.
Mhm.
Let me know when I can continue healing and who, because I'm a little. fuzzy on that.
You cannot continue healing Tiki Kiri for another hour. Kenji and
Felgar.
Aloysius up to full Felgar you could attempt to heal or yourself.
Okay. Also, I think Jonas didn't take the health.
No, Jones did not take the healing that was intended for him.
Whoops.
It was 14. Aloysius is back up to full if you just want to restore your hit points.
My medicine check for Mark. That is not
Okay,
great.
that is a failure. It's not a critical failure, though.
Would you stay still?
Oh,
Was that
that is
was that a failure to heal me?
Badly.
Nimki failed to heal you, but Zara critically succeeded, so...
It's fine. I don't need that anyway. Of course not, being honest, but
She does heal you, Thelgar, for 16 hit points if you care to take that.
of course. 16?
Yes. You can just
Okay.
hit the heal button on that 16 I rolled, and it will restore you.
Let me see. Where is that again?
In
Wait,
chat.
is that in the chat? Okay.
Got it. Thank you. Much obliged.
Wait.
In the chat, hit the heal button where it says 4816. There's a heal to the bottom right of it.
Yep.
So rabbit lady.
Zara,
hold
if you
on.
please.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The others are as excited about this as I am. I'd love to have a little gold in my pocket. What specifically would you want us to do?
At least see if you can find any information, and I'll tell you what. If you can find information, I'll give you 50 gold. If you can deal with the problem, I'll give you 100.
I bet we can do that.
Because if I at least have the information, I can hire other people to look into it. But these scamps are becoming a bit of an issue for everyone. And I'm sure more than just me would like to see the issue solved.
whole thing. Okay.
Can I roll intimidation?
What are you trying to intimidate her to do, is the question.
Okay, I will tell her, if you're gonna ask for my service, I will ask for more than just that. That will be 150. and I then glare at
roll
her.
an intimidation.
Ooh,
This will be against her will,
risky.
DC.
this is
Hold on.
risky.
I know who
Intimidation.
her will, DC, so...
Okay. Let's see.
Not bad.
That is not successful.
Oh shit.
She just kind of looks at you. Look, I'm sorry, but that's all I can really afford to pay you right now.
Now, of course, I'm keeping
Fine.
I'm keeping my thoughts to myself, but
Right, you don't
I'm
trust her.
prepared to accept
I
this
do
thing,
not.
and I want to.
I'm thinking about doing this anyway. because
Can I?
my master might be interested in this sort of thing, so I need to keep my ear to it. I don't tell anybody else about this, though.
Aloysius, would you like to roll something as well?
Well, can I use my? I mean, I'm a local. I have a high society stat. Can I use that to determine whether or not I know if her?
Yeah, you can roll society to see if you know anything about her.
Yeah, like if she's honorable.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See how that goes.
A 17. You've heard of Zara's shop before. She's a modestly successful alchemist. In fact, Nimki may have heard of her at some point, potentially. It does not strike you as particularly odd that she would have 100 gold. Like, that is a lot for beginning adventurers, admittedly. But at the same time, her shop has been open for years at this point. So it does not strike you as especially strange or anything.
I know Zara's shop, but we've never met. But she's fairly successful, I've heard, and I'm sure that her money's good.
Nimki gets excited as we gotta find out, gotta get a clue about, where the center of all this is. So he would like
I
to
say
start
I'm
healing
ready to
himself
accept
as
this
well.
quest, and then I don't say anything more. I instead go over to either a chair or I just sit on the floor or something, and I sit with my legs crossed, and I make a little effigy in my hands, and I try to shape it to look like one of these scamps that we just ran into, but made of metal, of course. And then I focus on it, and I want to try and make a recall knowledge. See if I know anything about these scamps by just looking at this thing.
Yep. First things first, Nimki, that is successful. You may roll 2d8 to heal yourself. Tiki Kiri, roll a crafting or nature check, first of all, to see if you could make a decent effigy.
Okay.
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Now roll a nature check to see if you know more about these scamps. A critical success. Okay. So that would give you 2 pieces of meta information relating to scamps as a species.
Okay, I want to know. I don't even know if this is meta knowledge, but I want to know. I want to know what attracts them. What is the lantern to their moth?
Depends on the element.
And I also want to know if they have any. I guess I want to know, are they vulnerable to things like banishment?
First question. I mean, like the group as a whole, like all the scamps.
There's not something that they, as like an entire species, are attracted to. They are not native to the universe, so they would be subject to a banishment spell, but that is a 5th rank spell that you do not have access to, and would be kind of wasted on these, level 1 creatures.
I'm like, well, I tell the group, I can tell you right now, they're not of this plane. They are invaders, and we need to send them back. It's just.
What do you mean? You mean they're from another world?
They're from out of this world. But not just another world, because that's pretty mundane, but another world.
I tilt my head in confusion while looking at him.
Don't worry about it. It's complicated magic stuff. Alice is kind of a dick. Go on.
We can still go outside and smash them,
That sounds like fun.
Okay.
Well, go outside and get smashed.
Here's
so
why.
I guess you're already halfway there, you drunk lady.
Now. if you smash them, just more are going to show up. They can keep showing up. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. We need to find out where they're coming from and stop it at the source.
What is an all-you-can-eat buffet?
Never mind.
I
There's
will
some
give you
crack
this.
between our world and theirs.
Yeah,
I need to
Tiki,
see it.
I will give you this for your natural 20. Zara mentioned that they are showing up every 3 days. That means that there's either something intentional happening every 3 days that is causing more of them to manifest, or something is showing up every 3 days that is causing more of them to manifest.
Something showing up every 3 days. So it's not like it's not like the
Normally-
positions of the moons or something like that.
Well,
No,
you'd have to like figure
normally
out
the,
if it's something that's just happening naturally for some reason, or if there's some intentionality behind it.
Correct.
Mhm.
Normally, the barrier between realms would mean that very few of these things could spontaneously manifest at any given time. Something is happening on a regular basis every 3 days that is causing it so that more of these things can come through.
Alright, I tell the group, this is no accident. These scamps aren't coming through merely by happenstance. This is... some action is being taken. Some intention, I think, is being made. Either somebody's doing something every 3 days, or some natural facade is being worn away. And is leaving
So you're
this
asking
gap.
us to investigate the source of this.
Yes, please. Like I said, if you can find information and want to end it there, that's fine. I'll pay you 50 gold for that service. If you can actually deal with the problem, though, I'll pay you 100 gold.
We
Okay.
might not be the only people trying to.
Is this just a
answer these
hunch of
questions
yours?
either.
Do you even have a direction to point us?
Oh, was that directed to Zara?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm fairly certain that whatever's going on is happening here in Eastgate. Because the problem's not as spread out as it is in Westgate or South Shore.
Mm-hmm.
I
Eastgate's
can't offer
still
you a
a big
whole lot
place to
more than that,
search.
unfortunately.
I'd like to make a society check to think if there's anything that happens in the city once every 3 days.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow.
Of course, now
No,
you start rolling your
actually.
20s.
Yeah.
You think
We
on
read
it, it's like, no, there's no, like, event or anything
There's
that
no, like,
happens.
guard change or like the sewers get flushed out every 3 days. Nothing like that.
No, nothing like that, like, comes to mind with such regularity.
Hidden.
You might have to start hunting for information on strange goings-ons that might be happening.
I've got
We
nothing
see
in my
other-
recollection. There's nothing in the bright side, front-facing part of the city that would be causing this.
Nope.
If we see anyone else who seems interested in this, like they're fighting back, we could ask them too. We could ask around.
That would require us going out and starting to find information.
Think we
Zara,
need to wait until
will you
this
be
plague
here at your
dies
shop?
down.
For the next while.
I don't have any scheduled trips out to other parts of the town for right now. I've made all of my deliveries already, so I'll be here if you need anything. I can also craft alchemical potions if you need supplies or anything of that sort.
I should double check with y'all, because we haven't really spoken. Is this something y'all want to do? Because I sure do.
I want to
Well-
see this place return to safety.
obviously,
Somebody putting a bounty on it is just a bonus.
I was hoping maybe I wouldn't have to deal with this. That someone else would, but clearly it's a matter for heroes. which I guess that's me. I mean, I've done this sort of thing before. What?
You a hero?
Yeah, I know I don't look the part, but trust me, I really am a competent wizard. Really. Sorry, you've heard of me, right? Aloysius. Aloysius, Wizard for Hire. 6B in Ember Market.
One
This
second,
is the first time I see a scrawny cat like you.
I have to roll something. I've heard of you. You're a modestly competent wizard who's been selling your services to town for the past couple of decades.
There you go. There you go.
Hardly what I saw on the battlefield.
Everybody has bad days. Okay, I wasn't prepared for that. I usually need to prepare things.
You have always to be prepared.
But as you discuss the details of this possible quest with Zara and one another, these erstwhile companions forged in the heat of an unexpected battle in the middle of the Ember Market, we're going to go ahead and end our first session. I hope everyone had fun, including our chat.
I mean, consistently over 100 viewers this entire time.
I saw that.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I don't want to think about it.
So you can get a Prime
GG,
animated
guys.
series now, right?
That's how that works.
Yes.
The next Vox Machina?
Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
We need
Yeah.
Canary to do the animation for our series.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right.
GC is streaming right now. If we want to raid out to him, what do you think?
Sure, why not?
Thanks everyone so
Return
much
to
for
the game
joining
cover,
us.
right?
We'll be back
Thank you,
to our
Thanks,
regular-
guys.
Chat, for joining us on this little adventure. We will be doing this every Sunday at about the same time for the foreseeable future, unless we decide to not do it.
Yes. But we had fun, so we'll probably decide
yeah.
to keep doing this for now.
Excited.
But yes, see you all tomorrow. Give GC a lot of love for us.
Yeah.
Because he's a nerd and needs it.
Have a
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Have
night,
a good
everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Sweet.